What's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a great weekend. This is not the video I had planned for today, but there is a major situation that has hit the sports world. And this is the nature of the job. Unfortunately, sometimes we gotta talk about bad and terrible things that have happened to our players that we love. There's a lot we gotta unpack here, but before we go any farther, I just want to throw this out here. My prayers and thoughts are going out to everybody affected by this and everybody involved. It's sad. It really is. And I'm gonna try my best not to get too emotional and tear up all throughout this video, but if it happens, it happens. Let me offer you some perspective and insight though, and the reason I am late to making this. Earlier today, I was golfing, actually this morning. I had my phone on silent, being courteous to others and just trying to enjoy my time in nature, hitting a little white ball, and I notice it's buzzing off in the cart and it's going crazy for like 10 minutes straight. I'm like, man, what is going on? Something crazy had to happen, and yeah, that's when I first saw the news. I probably had a similar reaction to everybody else at first. You're just in shock. It's hard to believe it. I don't want to get too deep with this, but the first thing I thought about is, man, I'm out here having a great start to my weekend, great start to my Saturday. I'm playing golf. I'm trying to have a good time. I'm trying to have fun. And then Khyree Jackson here, he passed away today. I hate to see this happen to any player in the sports industry, but it always hurts me a little bit more when it is a current or former Alabama football player. I'm just a little more attached to them, not because they played for Bama, but because more times than not, when a guy plays for Alabama, which is a team we cover a lot on this channel, and it's my current favorite basketball, baseball, football team, yeah, I know a little bit more about those guys. Khyree Jackson was a player and an individual that I kept up with a ton at Alabama, and I'm still to this day kind of sad and upset that he decided to go to Oregon. Not upset because he left my favorite team. I'm upset because I knew the type of player he was, and I knew he was going to be a great player for Oregon. I have looked at multiple different articles, and by this point in time, we have the almost full story, and here's what happened. I'll read it off to you word for word. Minnesota Vikings rookie cornerback Khyree Jackson was among 3 people killed after another vehicle, quote-unquote, traveling at a high rate of speed hit the car he was in. Police in Maryland said he was 24. Khyree Jackson was not driving. He was a front passenger in the seat of the accident. It is being stated that the driver of the car that hit Khyree Jackson struck the Charger before hitting a Chevrolet Impala. I don't know this to be 100% sure, but I've now seen some reports stating that this was a drunk driver. It sucks period the end whether or not it was a drunk driver or not. But if it's true, this was a drunk driver, yeah, I'm a little more pissed off. I know we have some younger people watching, and even older people. It doesn't matter your age. It just goes for everybody. Drunk driving, it doesn't make you cool. It doesn't make you look like some superhero. No, it's stupid. I know people like to joke about drunk driving, and I don't even want to get started on this because no matter what I say, it doesn't change anything. People are still going to do it. Here's my 2 cents on it. You got to be one selfish individual to get behind that wheel when you know you're drunk. That's all I'm going to say about it. Put your pride and ego aside, whatever you got going for you, and call an Uber, call a buddy, or don't get in the car, period, the end. I'm not going to sit up here and go on a 5-minute rant as to why you shouldn't be drunk driving, but I'm not going to because it's common sense. They're stupid, and then there's that. That's being reckless. Drunk drivers are the epitome of a menace to society. I don't even want to get started on that. Continuing along here, I'm sure some of you may have or may have not have seen this video with this straight up weirdo and Randeezy. I don't know who he is, but he posted a TikTok that I saw on Twitter is getting reposted by everybody, and it is one of the most disgusting videos I've ever seen in my life. It's so bad that I'm not going to show you guys. This guy's a straight up loser and a weirdo. And I know what he's doing. He wants clout and attention, and I'm not going to give it to him, but if you've seen this video, you know what I'm talking about. And just to prove that he was an even bigger weirdo, he even stated in the video, oh, I'm on vacation. I jumped on my phone to record this video as soon as I heard the news. And pretty much to sum up this video, if you don't know what happened and why I'm so appalled by it, he just trashed Khyree Jackson. Like, bro, you're on, according to you, vacation, and as soon as a young man passes away, the first thing you do is get on TikTok and make a video degrading him and critiquing his character? Like, what are you doing? You're a grown man. I know we have hot takes on this channel. I say some things you guys don't agree with. You say things I don't agree with. But good gosh almighty, this is beyond that. And my biggest thing is to whoever this Randeezy is, you're talking down on a man who can't defend himself. That's what I don't like. And also, I thought this was common knowledge. You don't talk crap on the dead. Do you know how pathetic you gotta be to get on the internet as soon as someone dies and just completely trash them. And it's not even like Khyree Jackson and this dude had a relationship or he snaked him over. No, Khyree Jackson didn't even know who this guy was. It is so baffling to me that somebody would even have the balls to make a video like this guy made. And maybe we need to make a separate video just talking about it. Anyways, getting back on track here, someone posted this old video that Khyree Jackson posted when he was at Alabama.
Dang, coach, you beat me out the building. That's not good news if you beat me out the building. You beat me out the building. Uh-oh.
If you couldn't hear what was going on in the video, Khyree Jackson said, "Dang, coach, you beat me out the building." Saban said, "What'd you say?" Couldn't hear him. And he says, "You beat me out the building." And Saban said, "I got work to do."
Dang, coach, you beat me out the building. That's not good news if you beat me out the building. You beat me out the building. Uh-oh.
I'll share another video with you that I saw I really liked. He talked about how at one point in time in his life, he was working at a deli in a grocery store and almost didn't come back to football.
Khyree, when you were not playing in 2017 and 2018, how close were you to not coming back to football at all?
Yeah, at one point I wasn't really thinking about football much. I had just won like Employee of the Month at a grocery store, so I really wasn't thinking much about it. Honestly, I was just like, hey, I guess I told my mom at one point in time, like, I guess I'm about to be, working at the grocery store. And I played 2K a lot, so I was trying out to make it to the NBA 2K league. But yeah, for a bit of a second, the football had got a little foggy, I would definitely say.
Really insightful there. I'm glad I saw that video. And it goes back to this for me. As long as I've been keeping up with Khyree Jackson, I've heard nothing but good things about him. This game we call life, though, man, it's crazy. He worked his entire life. He worked his butt off to get to the NFL, and right when he got there, it's over just like that. Another daily reminder to cherish every single day that we wake up, good or bad, try to make the best out of it. I really enjoyed watching Jackson at Oregon this past year, and I was really excited to see what he was going to do in the NFL. I thought he had a ton of potential. It's an awful situation. Not too much more needs to be said. But here's a good thing about this, and I want to give you guys a ton of kudos, a ton of respect. Anytime something like this happens in our community, I know we have a bunch of Bama fans, Georgia fans, Ohio State, USC, Texas, Oregon, etc., etc. We all put that aside and we come together. Sure, on one Saturday, you may be coming at my neck and I'm going at your neck. But for something like this, no. We all come together as a family and we bond together. I did want to touch on this a little bit because obviously it goes without being said, it's a pretty big deal. There's not a real good way to end this video, and I'm not even going to say the typical outro. I'll end it off with this. My prayers and thoughts go out to Khyree Jackson's family and all the families involved and associated with this.